What is up, guys? This is episode 4. Basically, these 4 episodes were just trial. We'll make a future intro, future outro. Yeah, enjoy the video. In those situations, I like to duck and strafe side to side. It's kinda people who can't aim, or especially for console players, if you're fighting against console players, their aim assist is gonna screw them over. Always peek. Never go out in the open without knowing what you're heading for. That's why they took out edit peek, because it was too OP. But I believe it should be part of the game. So there's a guy with hop rocks on my left, and this guy, a potato, really useless. So if you're wondering why I didn't pick up the shotgun immediately, it's because the guy might have heard us fighting, so might have rushed. It is always a choice. So now he's above me. I'm sound whoring as much as I can, and then I just took the chance. Do your inventory while you can. You do not want to waste time. So now I see that they're fighting up there. Pay attention to the kill feed. Usually it says if you hear a rifle or a shotgun, it's gonna say killed by a rifle or a shotgun. So I was wanting if I could get the guy that was gonna he killed. That killed the other guy. But as you realize, there. I think both of them died. Almost jumped to my death there. What an idiot. Frame rate drops are still present in the video. The next videos, I think it's lower resolution. So here, as I said in the previous episode, the machine gun is good for as reliable as a shotgun, but not as a SCAR or an assault rifle. Oh my god, my potato aim! There we go. Yeah, there was a guy. There was a potato by the tree. Probably saw it and got scared, because don't know what to do. So now I just realized there was mini shields. I was too late by that time. I think I could have done with that situation better, and I think I could have nabbed the free kill. I tried to drink the slurp juice, because if you leave healable there, people coming out from the storm might get that, and it might heal and survive and later kill you. You always want to build when you're getting shot from. You don't want to look for them right away. Build first. At this point, I was a bit sandwiched. Later, you'll see that there's enemies all around me. Thank God some of them were potatoes. This is what I use, what I refer to as natural cover. They're not, builds. And I use the tree as cover so he doesn't see me pushing. And now, when he sees me, that's when I start building. So you might be wondering why with the broken stairs. Okay, now this is what I do. Well, with the broken stairs, is because if he shoots, at least I'm covered, because I'm not close enough yet. This is what I meant by staying in the low ground and building roofs when he's already above me. I've learned from my previous mistake not to go in. He did have traps. That was the thing. That's why I didn't rush. Good thing he didn't think of it yet. He was a potato. He did know how to build the stair one by one, but he didn't know how to use it properly. That's why I saw my opportunity to bring it down and, you know, put him in the same level. Okay, you do not want to do that. What I'm doing now is just praying for something to happen, but as you can see, it's already built at the next. It has a base on the other side. That was my mistake. I just wasted ammo there. But I really want this kill. So he's aware that I'm here. And always get materials when you can. He is aware that I'm here, but he didn't do anything about it. That was his mistake. He was hungry for his kill. I was lucky here. He only got one shot at me. At this point, I was getting a bit frustrated because they're all around me. Shields first. The thing that takes shorter that gives you shields or health, do it. So if you have a fireplace instead of a medkit, use that. But if you have the time, you better heal up properly. I'm using my third person peek here. I notice he's there. At this point, I thought he was just trolling, and then he turns around and shoots me. I wanted to do something. I wanted to trap him, and then I wanted to build a 1x1 around him and trap him, but I got too cocky. But again, the more you kill, the more loot you get. That's why it's unintentional I get high kill games and then die. It's more of I need it for my resources. Like I don't usually farm mats all the time, but I tend to just steal from people I kill. But of course I have to start from somewhere, so if there's this one enemy, I at least should have 200 or 300 wood, and then whatever they have I take. My attempt for a build battle. I'm trying to bait him down. Again, I don't usually fight to get the high ground. It's always unless it's a 1v1. I'm more of a combative person. I'm not a builder. This is what I meant by always build around the grenade, so that won't come in and do damage. As you see there, I blocked the grenade. I just realized he was pushing me down the hill, but I was like, nah. I didn't know what I tried to edit there. He does have the high ground, but again, I'm not gonna give away my position for him to shoot. So I'm always trying my best to hide. I always build ceiling so he doesn't get a free shot. Right there, I could have gotten a free shot, but he could have just as well fire back, and with a better possibility of a headshot. At this point, I was already aware of the storm, so I start building. I know this is impractical, and I tried to get a cheeky quick snipe there. At At this point, he's almost at my level. Still has a good chance of headshotting me. And this is why you bring them to your level. Whether if you're above or below, bring them to your level or get a better, higher level. If they have the advantage, bring them to your level. Maybe you get maybe make it a fair fight. Well, at this point, my health was low, and I don't know if I could win this game, but later, you'll see. I just want to clarify what I said about bringing them to your level. What I mean is, if they have the height advantage and you can't get to a height advantage, bringing them to your level is a 50-50 chance. Of course, getting the height advantage will give you a better chance. I heard the shotgun cock, that's why I did. And this is what I hate about good camping potatoes. Although my aim there was potato. For the nth time, landing again in Dusty. This time lucky to find a TAC and a silent SMG, which was buffed recently, which can now be as reliable as a AR. But of course, if you want more accuracy, AR. But if you go like close quarters, for example here in Dusty, I'd go for the SMG. I have a general rule that my inventory is set to shotgun and then from highest to lowest fire rate. If you listen to the audio cues properly, you know that you hear he'll be drinking. I was not about to make the same mistake, as this time I was aware about my surroundings. My thoughts on the Thompson submachine gun or the Tommy gun? Not bad. It's not an AR because it doesn't have that 100% accuracy thing. It's supposed to be a submachine gun if it's under the classification of ARs. Now this is where having good headphones will save the day. As you can see, I'm tracking where he is, but I can't tell if it's above or below. Well, obviously this time it's above, but I was guarding the door just in case. I don't know why the health of the roof is not showing. That's why I'm switching every time. Yeet. Quick headshot. This is why sound whoring with your headphones is a big help. That's why you should invest in good headsets. If you don't have a gaming mouse with those extra buttons, those things help a lot. Keyboard, meh. To be honest, I want to try the Razer Orb Weaver. Don't know how to fare for Fortnite. So yeah. Always cover your tracks, close the doors. I heard the shopping cart, that's why I look a bit startled. Wasn't the shot, so I didn't have to build. This guy know that I was coming, so probably had headphones. Again, the frame rate drop's still present. I may not have put the settings on low yet, so yeah. So as you can see, the more I kill, the more the more mats I get. Excuse me. Slow build of a 1x1, but there was no need to rush. This is what I mean about building too high, and then there's this third player, or there's this potato that's gonna walk up and just destroy it. They might have, well, to be honest, I wasn't impressed of their Building battle. It was too sloppy. Not like I can do any better, but yeah. This is what happens if you build too high and you're too preoccupied with killing each other at a high point. Unfortunately, I didn't get the both kills. As you see, the kill feed shows where he got killed. And that's why you don't do build battles. Well, that's why I don't do build battles. There will always be this one guy that's gonna walk up and destroy the base. And if you don't have a bounce pad, you're screwed. Like that guy. By the end of the game, you should be aware how many players are left. And you should be aware of who can go behind you, who can flank you. But if there's like, but if you know where everyone is, then you don't have to be as cautious. But then again, you should always have your back covered. So there's two people fighting there. And this is why I don't like the semi-automatic rifle. The temptation to just spam. Okay, and you should always be aware of the audio cues. By the sound of that, someone had a thermal. See, this is what I mean by I only use the thermal for scouting. Okay, so at the kill feed, now I'm aware. Figured I figured the sniper was a better option. I always check because sometimes I hear someone building, like now, and I noticed I didn't have a roof. But luckily, this guy didn't get me, and heal up when I can. So I learned from my mistake. I should build a roof. Although sometimes I do it intentionally to put traps, just in case. So there's the rabbit that we were shooting earlier. And again, this is why I dislike the semi-automatic, because it's making me spam. I'm aware where the two people are now, the two remaining people. That's why I feel a bit safe coming out of the 1x1. Now, that was my fault. I should have waited, anticipated. This is why I like the semi-automatic. And that was a bit of luck. I did not anticipate for his movement. It was like I was spamming it. I'll be honest there. And so there's one guy left, and I'm using the third person peek. You should always be aware of what weapons they have, so if he has a bolt, I'm screwed. Luckily, this potato has a thermal. And unfortunately for me, I'm not hitting my shot. But this guy still continues fighting against a semi with a thermal. So, getting our first win of the series. Next episode, episode 5, will be the last episode for this series because this is just me trying out this Fortnite thing, this editing thing. I might get a new mic when I get a new PC. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the vid, like and subscribe.